with analyzing games from the Team 45-45 League, ICC. Okay, white elects not to play d4 right away. He may still. No, he's not. Not yet, anyway. So, question is white going to castle, or is he going to play d4? They're going to play e5. Okay, this is probably a mistake. This pawn is going to be lost. Knight g4. Let's see, how long did he take on this move? Well, 52 minus 15 is 37. He took 8 seconds on the move. So there's no way you could have calculated this out. So black will just play this, and white can't protect the pawn again. And there you have it. So goodbye pawn. I mean, you don't want to give up a pawn right at the opening. You want to learn some theory. Okay, so white's down a pawn. Now he plays d4. Now the knight should just come back to c6 and tempo the queen. d6 is playable. Okay, comes back, hits the queen. The queen goes back. So now black should just play bishop e7 and get castled. Okay, so white's trying to set up ideas to attack if black does castle. This isn't enough. Okay, so black just delays castling a moment. And, white's move is going to cost him the bishop pair. This creates no threat. It was played too quick. So now I just chop the bishop off. Black has the 2 bishops. Black is a pawn ahead. I mean, black is strategically winning this. And, black's kind of taking his time. White isn't. So now white's hoping to set this and this up. But black has adequate replies. His bishop can come to f6. He just doesn't bother. He says, I'll chase your queen right now. So, what's white been doing with his queen? Now just bishop b7. Keep the position. Well, let's see. No, you can't play that. This will hang. Bishop d7 is playable. And that is 2. Okay. Now let's play bishop b7. Okay, he just wants to keep this pawn safe. Maybe he's also thinking of putting his bishop here and attacking this weakness. Okay, so white's directing everything he owns over the king side. He's hoping to get an attack. Oops. That happens. I hate when that happens. My mouse just drifts. And I touch the wrong thing and I go all the way forward. Okay, so a5, knight g3, queen c7. So does black have a threat, or white have a threat here? Well, black can pick up a pawn with check. His idea is to follow with queen here and menace this square, I suppose. Might as well take the pawn. How much time did white spend on that move? So it took 28 seconds.
Check.
Just not going quick enough. Now I need to retreat this guy. Could even put him here. Okay. Now maybe white should play d4 just to hope the black plays back here and we can bust open his king side. Now he played here. Okay. Black to play. Why isn't it moving? Now I have lag. Okay, there it goes. So, let's see. Stop beeping at me, computer. So he just steals a pawn, and, black has now hit 3 pawns. Not to mention he has the bishop pair. This is critical. Okay, so the bishop's shut out of the defense now, but that probably shouldn't matter. You know, at some point black can maybe play e5, get this bishop over to help, open up this diagonal. Okay. Now, I don't know about f5. Part of it defies some logic. Okay, we're giving ourselves a backward pawn on the open file. Black does have the luxury of being up 3 pawns. Let's see. What about bishop d7? Now, I guess white's going to set up his mate threat. Maybe that's why he's playing f5 to keep the queen out. How are we going to guard that mate? I guess we have to play g6. Now, this is not under attack. It's pinned. If black can get this bishop here and this knight here, yeah, that's mate.
Check.
Now this could get dangerous in a hurry. If over here we have this threatening mate, king up, well, we have queen check. Drive him out. I don't know if this is going anywhere. We're driving that king out in the open. Okay. Let's see. I want to play f3 with the idea of g4 mate, but this may happen. Here's an idea. Let's give up the bishop.
Check.
Now, where's the mate?
Check.
That's forcing the king up. This is fascinating. Okay, you got 2 squares to pick. If here, we can at least win the queen. We'll have the queen for 2 bishops. If we can't find a mate, that is.
Check.
He's getting out. But we win the queen. If king here, it's an active king. He's trying to, well, I don't know if he can, he can't run back. Those squares are covered. Let's see. Play here to defend this pawn. Keep the king out of here. I don't know, it's tricky. Very tricky. So that's on bishop d7. You know, we could also play bishop here. This lets the queen defend laterally. See, now we can play f5. But I don't know, you know, black is up 3 pawns. And that does keep the queen out of g4. And white wants pawn. Black wants to win another pawn. He doesn't need it. Now we got to be careful. There could be some mating tricks here. He's going to go that way. Okay, this is the threat, mate. So how do we guard that? Well, we can guard it with rook a7. We can guard it with rook f7, and we can guard it with queen d7. We can guard it with this, but it doesn't. It drops the piece. So he comes back here. You know, black's been busy getting these pawns. It's time to run one of them. There you go. Now here black's just trying to save his pawns. Let it go. Just play here. You know. Oops. So let's see. He saves his bishop. But this allows this rook to come down. This could get dangerous. Now black needs to play here. Ooh. Okay, well that might be playable. How about the check?
Check.
See, we're not guarding this yet, but you know, it forces this move. Otherwise, white will, or black will take it and defend. You still have to defend this square, though. I don't know if the check helps that much. So, queen here. Now, maybe black is going to try to hold on to everything here. It's getting dangerous. Let's see. We could play here. The idea is if you take this, I'll just don't mind giving up the exchange. I'm on your knight. I got some monster pass pawns, and you're running out of material to checkmate me with. Okay, so a little defense. Here comes the knight. Now we got to give a check.
Check.
Okay, so black's on the edge of winning this, but you know, white's throwing everything at black that he can. Black to play. Shove a pawn. Yep. Okay, so what's white going to come up with? Maybe queen d6 trying to do this. Now he goes after the queen. Oh, it looks like the queen is trapped. But does that matter? Maybe we could just give up the queen and play a2.
Check.
That's what he does. And now a2. So white can play queen d6, and he does. Now white's actually threatening a mate. Rook back, queen takes mate. So black needs to make a queen here.
Check.
Okay, now how do we stop white's threat? How about bishop a6? Oops. Okay, so he got greedy. Now queen d. How much time did he spend on the move? Well, he spent for about 5 minutes on it, so we have to forgive him. But
check.
Now it's all over, and white pulls victory from the jaws of defeat. So clearly we have to do something like this, and you know, white's attack is run dry. That's a shame. A shame for black. Let's see. Now black just was after too many pawns. He didn't need these pawns. Let's see. That's one other thing I was. Oh, okay. Let's see. What about queen d6 here? This creates the first threat. Looks like black just has to recognize there's a threat and deal with it. That's all. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the next game.